Hi class, in lesson 5.2 you will be learning about ratio representations. Learning targets for today: write comparisons using ratios, apply qualitative and quantitative reasoning to compare ratios, distinguish between part-to-part and part-to-whole ratios, and write equivalent ratios. Turn to page 316, problem 1, the fighting ... Lanternton Middle School is adopting a new nickname. They have narrowed their search to the following two names, either the Lynx or the Leopards. Each homeroom reported the correct results of the nickname survey for the entire school differently. So let's take a look at the four homerooms. Homeroom 6A said students who preferred Lynx outnumbered students who preferred Leopards by a ratio of 240 to 160. Homeroom 6B said 80 more students preferred Lynx than Leopards. Homeroom 7A said students who preferred Lynx outnumbered students who preferred Leopards by a ratio of 3 to 2. And homeroom 7B said 3 out of 5 students preferred Lynx. I would like you to answer number 1 and number 2 with your group members. For number 1, when you are describing the meaning of each statement, just write your answer below each statement for all four homerooms. When I describe the meaning of the statement for homeroom 6A, these results are going to tell me that for every 240 students who prefer Lynx, there will be 160 students who prefer Leopards. For homeroom 6B, these results are only going to tell me how many more students preferred Lynx. For homeroom 7A, these results tell me that for every 3 students who prefer Lynx, there are 2 students who prefer Leopards. And for homeroom 7B, this is going to tell me that for every 5 students that were surveyed, 3 of them will prefer Lynx. For number 2, your answers may vary, but most groups may have picked homeroom 6A's results because they give you the total numbers for the school. That might help you best understand the correct results of the survey. Turn to page 317 and let's consider the statement 3 out of 5 students chose Lynx over Leopards as Lanternton Middle School's new nickname. You can write this relationship in different ways. First, we could write it as a part-to-whole ratio, where one example would be 3 students chose Lynx to 5 total students. We could also say 2 students chose Leopards to 5 total students. So those are 2 examples of how we could write a part-to-whole ratio. If we wanted to write a part-to-part ratio, we could say 3 students chose Lynx to 2 students who chose Leopards. And that is an example of a part-to-part ratio. Please answer number 3 with your group members. Use the results reported by each homeroom and the fact that 400 total students were surveyed. Here is what your table should look like for number 3. Please make sure that you check over each homeroom to make sure that your part-to-whole and part-to-part ratios are correct. Turn to page 318 and answer letters A and B with your group members. For letter A, the part-to-whole ratio for homeroom 6A is 240 to 400. The part-to-whole ratio for homeroom 7A is 3 to 5. Those ratios are equivalent. The same goes for homeroom 6B and 7B. The part-to-whole relationship for homeroom 6B is 160 to 400, and the part-to-whole ratio for homeroom 7B is 2 to 5. Those ratios are also equivalent. For letter B, the part-to-part ratio for 6A and 6B is 240 to 160, and the part-to-part ratio for 7A and 7B is 3 to 2, and those ratios are also equivalent. Let's move on to problem 2 on page 318, comparing ratios. There are 20 6th graders and 30 8th graders in the chess club. What I would like you to do is answer letters A, Roman numeral 1 through 3 with your group members. For letter A, our ratio is going to be 20 to 30. Roman numeral 1, our ratio is 20 to 50. Roman numeral 2, our ratio is 30 to 50. For Roman numeral number 3, the ratio of 8th graders to the total number of chess club members is greater because 3 to 5 is greater than 2 to 5. Both denominators represent the total number of chess club members. Turn to page 319 and answer letter B, Roman numerals 1 through 3 with your group members. For letter B, our ratio should be 30 to 20. Roman numeral 1, your ratio should be 50 to 30. Roman numeral 2, your ratio is 50 to 20. And for Roman numeral 3, the ratio of all chess club members to 6th grade members is greater. 5 to 2 is greater than 5 to 3. Turn to page 320 and answer number 3, letters A and B with your group members. For letter A, out of the 6th graders that were surveyed, 20 to 30 students prefer cats and 10 out of the 30 students prefer dogs. For letter B, out of the 6th graders that were surveyed, the ratio of students who prefer cats to students who prefer dogs is 2 to 1. Turn to page 321. I would like you to complete the Talk the Talk activity for homework tonight. Please notice that it does continue on to the next page, 322. So complete the Talk activity for homework tonight. This will conclude lesson 5.2 on ratio representations. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.